Tuesday on EA Sports. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll set up a throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bears. Nick Boyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the... ways of offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The numbers from last week's game for Ebron. 7 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, You'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Is Lamar Jackson overrated as what, a
passer?
passer?
Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago.
Yeah, it's just scratching. Just whoever it is, the thought process behind it, I gotta give it to them. Usually, you know, somebody keys it, they write some shit in it. You get a little. Yeah, you get a.
So from the 36
you get a little
now,
chuckle
1st
out
and
of
10.
it, and you keep it moving. You know, but this one, whoever it is, they got time.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Where you?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Where the cops when you need
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
You know the phrase, like when some shit happens, you're like, oh man, like shoot, if I did that, the cop would have been there. But this time,
now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Right.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The CD, you know, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Because it's some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
I won't be able to get rid of
the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you got it, you don't want to let it get away.
Choked me till I passed out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All he did was choke me. He didn't even leave no bruises.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It's taken on the 25.
All right, so
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
They may take a lot.
Football here, first down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
I said, did she call herself doing it when we wasn't together? And I think I told her, I said, Keisha, you better let go alone. And I told you don't want that smoke. We not married no more.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Ebron with it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 36, Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
She said, don't get caught. Dang.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Burrow looking to pass. And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that went off the mark a little late with a throw. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Taylor. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give to Taylor, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I'm sitting here playing this game because I knew I couldn't be able to see.
Henderson will try to run for the first. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Looking at them thighs, she lost a hell of a lot of weight, but it's hidden underneath this. All the excess is hidden up underneath that outfit. Either way, I'm just saying, like, all the excess is hidden up underneath that damn outfit. That's why it looks like that at the bottom. See that somewhere. There's a nigga like,
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
What the hell does she look like in real life? That's a lot of motherfucking makeup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They doing it like that down there in Somerset? They're gonna make sure you go. And we got a call for it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And what do you think's going through his head right now? Your team's winning, but you're not having your best game. That probably affects you even when your team is up.
You don't want anyone else to know it, but I think you're right. It bothers a quarterback because they always want to be the one to lead their team to victory with their play as well as their words. And in this case, he's got something he can fall back on. He's contributed, yet at the same time he's thrown an interception. Got to remember the bottom line, though. They're winning, so he knows if he plays better, they might be winning by more.
And it's only the 2nd quarter, so he's got some time. Here's the 2nd and 7. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
That would be fun.
Now back to throw. this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So we come upon, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got it documented that it was gone, brought your ass back. Why you calling me? Why you calling me? Oh, just go get it.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. That is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Touchdown, Packers! Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the result, a Green Bay score.
Oh, you say
so we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking
here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
To be around him, so I figured that she wasn't around. Yep.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now a run with Montgomery. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bears on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now it's Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a handoff, Henderson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
She might have been old school.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
You could have just said, hey, I'm getting married.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now a give to Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, take this ibuprofen and call me when you get out. Gotcha.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Chicago, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.